Okay, start recording,
Yep.
maybe.
And hello,
Nice
my
this
fellow
map.
Fall of the Samurai players. Zaript here with a rig system. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, and
And I guess I ruined the introduction a bit, maybe.
nah, come on. How can you ruin it? It's always ruined by itself. And by the way, I forgot to
Yes.
tell it in first two recordings, but if you didn't know, Rig System has his own channel where he does some, how it's called, historical battles and
Yeah, right now
tournament
I'm doing
cast.
historicals. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing a little bit of everything, but right now I'm doing a playthrough of all the Shogun 2 historical battles.
Yep.
On very hard, of
So
course.
go and check it. I have his channel Rixaston95 on featured channels on my channel page. So check it out. And here we, on a Gifu Crossing, in a tiebreaker of best of 3 series in Fall of the Samurai between Prussian Prince and Killerfisch. It's just a friendly match for Prussian Prince to test himself, as he never get a chance to meet Killerfisch or Duck on a big tournaments. I guess we will see his match against Duck at some point. I really hope to.
Yeah, that will be interesting as well. But we've had a couple of really nice games here, I'd say. And I think this one will be really interesting as well. A lot due to the map, because I think this map's very interesting. With the weird hills and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the builds look pretty interesting as well. They have been switching it up quite a lot, I'd say.
Well, because
build-wise.
maps are pretty different. First map was... Man, I already forgot. Second one was Saga River. And first one was...
first one was... what was the first one?
Well, you can go and watch, guys. You can go and watch if you didn't. And since we
Yeah, it was a map.
I think it was Shogun 2 map. Yes, it was. Definitely. There were hills and forest and terrain and stuff.
Well, right now I see it in front of me, but I can't remember the name. I am so bad at the names.
Okay.
Never mind. The game's starting. Which build do we want to take?
Well, I will start with Killerfisch again. Since he have some cavalry, and cavalry is always easy to cast. He have 4 Yariki, well, 2 Sabre cavalry and 2 Yariki rank 2 on his left flank. On his right flank, he have 3 more cavalry units, 2 Yariki, 1 level 2, 1 level 7, and Sabre cavalry level 2. And look how Sabre cavalry already going for a very wide flanking maneuver. Interesting. Very nice move from Killerfisch.
Yes, good plan there.
Yep. And
but I mean, 3 Saber Cav and 4 Yariki. That's a pretty heavy Cav component.
And for his line, he have 4 red bears, 1 white no, 3 red bears, 2 white bears, and 1 Tosser rifleman for 150 range. He have 2 spear levies, as usual. He really loves this build. His Tosser's already shooting, and he has command gen with gun enabled.
Okay, so engagement is starting in the center, but let's go through the infantry of Prince then, because they are already engaging. On the far left, we have a white bear backed up by another white bear.
But take a look at right flank of Killerfisch. Huge blunder with Sabre cavalry. You see how pass fighting is working. Instead of getting through the water, they went to the bridge. He finally realized it and tried to get back.
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah.
Okay, so Prussian Prince also. Let's see, how many red bears does he have? I think 4 red bears, 3 white bears. We got a Royal Marine, I think. Indeed, a Royal Marine. Yariki level 2, 2 of them behind his Marines. And on the right flank, we got 2 level 2 Yariki. His general is Mixed Gun Command, I believe. And that's pretty much it for Prince, and he has kept the morale shrine.
And look how interestingly, the moment Killerfisch tries to push forward his Tosser rifleman, Prussian Prince moves through, closer in the middle. He definitely has this firepower to control the middle. But finally, Sabre cavalry of Killerfisch got around, but I'm not sure that he is in good enough position to use it. But we will see. Charge on the right flank of Killerfisch.
Yeah.
And cavalry charge from Prussian Prince in the middle. so many stuff happening. Killerfisch launches attack on his left already. Look, sacrificing
with
this spear
levy. They're really trying to out-micro each other in this game from the looks of it. And now the Saber Cavalry of Killerfisch is attacking the back of those White Bears that are trying to support the White Bears in front on the left flank of Prussian Prince.
I think Prussian Prince just in a better shape here.
But Prussian Prince is doing a more effective charge in the center from the looks of it, forcing the left flank of Killerfisch, all the cavalry there, to pull back to try to repair the damage in the center, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
And look at the farmhouse, this T formation with these two red bears. It was so effective to get the shots on this cavalry. Oh man.
And then the general of Prussian Prince is also doing some nice damage on those Yariki.
And general of Killerfisch in stand and fight in such an awkward position, getting shot by Royal Marines.
Position. But the Royal Marines should be focusing the cavalry, and I think that's what Prince is doing, and that's the right decision, I'd say.
But
because
this
the cavalry
game
is a
seems
much
like
bigger threat.
So much in favor of Prussian Prince right now.
Yes, right now it looks very much in favor of Prussian Prince. He's trying to push his right flank right now, Prussian Prince as well. But those spear levies from Killerfisch returned on the Prince's right flank,
actually,
and that might be dangerous, actually.
Like, whenever... Why would you attack here? You don't have to. On the Prussian Prince, I mean. He doesn't have a power to kill everything here. So he should just maintain defensive position.
Yes. But he did push out... Oh, he did have United States Marine as well, that I did not notice. I do apologize, but they are pushing the Morale Shrine area right now.
But
pushing the Red Bears with the support of the General of Prussian Prince back here.
Killerfisch still have a nice shot here.
Bad position, but
he managed to stabilize position. If he can use his mobility advantage with this cavalry, he may win in a long game, camping forest or something. But his general is still very vulnerable.
His gen is very vulnerable, and he is losing cav. Like a lot of cav.
Yeah, he have only
the attack on the right side of Killerfisch, Prussian Prince's left side, ended up to be pretty 1-1 exchange, actually, from the looks of it.
Gen.
And that general is gone.
Look, last man standing, and... Oh, he's running. Oh, he couldn't run away. Sorry, Killerfisch, sorry. Well, at least we recorded it.
I think that will actually be it, because now the entire right flank of Killerfisch is gone. One single Red Bear, 49 men with red morale, managed to push 2 units away because of the low morale, and the Red Bear will rout right now, and the cavalry can barely stand their ground without fighting even.
Yeah.
So this is over,
and
which means
Killerfisch...
Prussian Prince has actually won this best out of 3 in Fall of the Samurai.
I think Killerfisch was a bit too aggressive here. Like, Prussian Prince is someone who very good at this reactive style of play, and it worked pretty well in the first game. It worked absolutely well for Killerfisch, but this is slightly different map, and honestly on this map I expected Killerfisch to play like Onubayo Onsen, to bring some Shogitai and use them in the middle, just because it's such a good spot for melee rush if you can go around well enough.
But that is it. We have one cav unit from Killerfisch still fighting, and also a Red Bear in the forest, but it's pretty much just a mopping up operation from Prussian Prince right now, and there it goes. The last units of Killerfisch are gone.
Yep, running here. Well
played by Prussian Prince there.
Yep. And man, whenever I watch it, like personally, I just don't like to play in such a style myself. I prefer to be more aggressive and sort of dictate the game. And but when you play in such a style with more melee, with more cavalry, you're very vulnerable. Because every mistake will cost you much more than it is with line. And at the same time, I don't know if I stressed it well enough, but that defensive line positioning in the middle of the map near farmhouse, I believe, was just just so beautiful from Prussian Prince.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of, that's how you deal with cavalry. You use that dojo as a protection for one of your line, and then like other line works as a bait. It's you just should have been you have seen it on recording, I guess, guys, if you're watching, because it's very difficult to explain just on words.
It was beautiful. That's all we can just
and very
put it like
effective.
that. It was beautiful. And look at the saber Killerfisch actually got 219 kills.
Yeah, he was.
So they did really well.
Really well, but
the rest of the cab did okay, I guess. But looking at the infantry and some of the cab did pretty horribly. The Tosas didn't do too well either.
It just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough.
Exactly.
Because in the end, yeah, Tosa rifleman and let's see. It still was relatively close. It's just Prussian Prince have much better morale. It's still like 100-man difference. And honestly, Killerfisch just... It was actually pretty big that Killerfisch missed that cavalry charge in the middle. Like, we may talk all we want about line-heavy composition being reactive, but Prussian Prince won this game by being active. He just seen that opportunity, sent 4 cavalry units through the middle, supporting by line from behind, and it wasn't line that won him the game, but the timing of this attack. It was so... like, Killerfisch's cavalry was out of position. He was trying to start attack on 2 flanks and completely misjudged his own power in the middle. And yeah, man, I should have told it when we were casting game. Why am I talking about it now, when no one already watching? In any case, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.